All right, we're going to get into some technology news in this segment. And then on the other side, the next hour, we're going to play this Jesse Ventura clip and talk a little 9/11 truth with y'all. I'm saying y'all. I'm in Texas too long. Nano Z-Tag, the programmable RFID micro rabbit. Now, this thing is like, I don't even know how to describe it. If we can bring it up on the prisonplanet.tv, this article, it shows you that there's these little bunnies, and it's just so bizarre. There's an RFID tag in this thing that probably looks like something you could have on your keychain, and it's 3 times smaller than a NABAZ tag. They're elder. Nano Z tags are just adorable. In the first native collection, they have bred into 10 luscious colors that only chance will select for you. Collect them all, exchange them with your friends. So what does it do? You're able to take these micro rabbits that contain a programmable RFID Z-Tamp, and you can program like through Violet.net, a website. And so you walk in somewhere, and it'll automatically turn on your iTunes playlist or bring you to your favorite website or launch text-to-speech playback on an RSS feed. It's literally like having a chip inside of you and programming it for different things. We've showed you that, I think it was this week I played the clip from 2004 where people were injecting themselves with chips and programming them to turn on lights hands-free, open doors hands-free. This is kind of the same thing, but marketed to your children. So that's something we really need to look at. And then, we've been talking about how small these RFIDs are. How about this story? Hitachi creates mote-sized RFID chips. The Mu chip is Hitachi's contribution to smart tag technology. It is an RFID microchip that is small enough to be embedded in paper. And folks, if you're looking on the prisonplanet.tv, yeah, that little black spot on his finger it's either the black or the white spot. It's like bluish white. That's how big it is. By using semiconductor technology, the Mu chips provide micro-sized data storage that can uniquely identify, track, and authenticate any size of an object. The Mu chip requires an external antenna, and as being a passive tag requires no battery, thus enabling a very long lifespan. Remember, wireless energy is here. They're about to release it for cell phones. You're going to be able to wirelessly charge your cell phone very shortly. We're talking not in the next couple years, in the next couple months they're going to come out with this technology. It's going to be trendy in the next 6 months to a year, and commonplace in the next 2 to 3 years for everybody, for every phone. I'm sure you're going to be seeing them in gas stations. They're going to go along with your little, forget the car chargers now. You won't need them. You have a wireless charger. I mean, nanotech is just out of control. So forget about the, 11 millimeter size of a grain of rice Vera chip that they just brought back down to 8 millimeters, shaved 3 millimeters off it. This thing is so small, it fits in paper.
Are you concerned for the safety of your loved ones? Listen closely to this message from pepperspray.com. Every 22 seconds a violent crime is committed. America has changed, and your personal safety is your first priority. Be smart. Be safe. Trust Pepper Spray instead of your luck. Pepperspray.com is the only website you'll ever need for all of your non-lethal self-defense supplies. Pepperspray.com carries one of the largest assortments of pepper spray and personal safety products on the web. From big to small, we have it all. Pepper spray, mace, animal repellents, stun guns, and tasers. Pepperspray.com also carries a large assortment of products for personal, home, child, and pet safety. Enter SAFE in the coupon box and you'll receive a special discount off of your order. So what are you waiting for? Go to pepperspray.com. That's pepperspray.com or call 1-800-908-9988 today.
On your mother's doorsteps, 21 guns, box made of pine, letter from the government, sealed and signed, delivered Federal Express. On your mother's doorsteps.
Man accused of using GPS to stalk woman. And an Onalaska, Wisconsin man faces charge of stalking a woman by installing a GPS device on her vehicle. This is stalking. This is a criminal offense. I agree here. A criminal complaint filed Monday said La Crosse police reported finding a GPS locator unit in the rear bumper of a woman's vehicle. Police said it had a chip added to send text messages detailing its location. I guess that a Texas company admitted under the subpoena that the chip was leased to Christopher Pocknell, 39, last October 13th. The complaint said Pocknell determined the vehicle was of this woman's and put it in there, and he's out on a stalking charge, $10,000 cash bond. Now, what's really interesting is this is taking place in Wisconsin, where they're literally saying the police can do this. See, if you're a cop, this is legal. If you're not a cop, it's not legal. How so? Well, they ruled, a judge ruled, I think it was about 2 weeks ago now, that police, without a warrant, let me repeat that, without a warrant, can now put a GPS tracking device on your car, track and trace you, and it's not a criminal act. See, the police are above the law. With a warrant, whatever. You get a warrant, and this guy's really up to something, and you track his car, I'm not against it. Get the warrant. Get the warrant. A legitimate warrant, not some false, made-up, phony warrant where they trump up charges. But if you're not a cop, then you get charged with stalking. Well, how about we start charging the police with stalking people when they can't get a warrant and they're surveilling them? I mean, that would be justice. All right. Oh, where do I begin on this article? You know, he pulls the Jew card in here. The Jewry, you know, that'll heat me up in a heartbeat. I hate when they try to say that everybody in the movement is anti-Semitic when it's the furthest thing from the truth. And then he misinterprets what happens on the BBC broadcast where they tell you that World Trade Center Building 7 has collapsed basically 20 plus minutes before it actually happened. He also makes the false claim that Benjamin Chertoff and Michael Chertoff are not cousins, despite the fact that somebody called up Chertoff's mother, Benjamin Chertoff's mother, asked her and said, of course they're cousins. They had a dinner the other day. And the real thing that lets you know that Benjamin Chertoff is not impartial, he did a couple interviews. He was not the person or one of the people that I debated from Popular Mechanics, and he totally faded off. He's in none of the specials at all. At all. They got Davin Coburn, let's see, David Dunbar, and of course their big front man, Jimmy Meggs, to kind of head it up after Benjamin was outed as Chertoff's cousin. But he'll say, no, they're not cousins. That's totally incorrect. They are cousins. Just because they deny it doesn't make it so. I wish that if somebody could send me some paperwork proving that would be even better. But I'm going to get into this article big time in a moment. All right, folks. You know, I've been bashing the RFIDs all day, and I'm going to continue to do so. This one's out of, what is this, Tech Analysis, I think it is. Soon it'll be quite smart if it's tagged with radio frequency identification. What are they talking about? Seafood. IBM's Smart Food, let me say that again. IBM's Smart Food initiative provides businesses and governments with the technology and expertise needed to create a smarter, safer food supply for consumers around the world. What this really means is with this RFID system, they're going to ensure that you're getting GMO, non-nutritious, not so delicious food that is just stripped of all nutrients. As of May 18th, IBM announced a pilot project in Vietnam to deliver a system that will use RFID to track Vietnamese seafood exports. Apparently a market worth more than $4.5 billion in 2008, according to IBM. We will all be able to answer precisely the awkward questions like, it's 2 a.m., do you know where your shrimp is? So RFIDs literally being used everywhere for everything, and we went over the really moat-sized Hitachi. It was a Hitachi chip, and it is ultra